Hi guys!
Hi!
Welcome back to another video. This is another collab drawing. If you haven't seen one of our previous videos where we do that, we basically get two words and then create a drawing based off of those words, and we both draw the drawing by splitting it up into 4 steps, which are sketch, line art, flat colors, and shading, and we swap between the steps. Yeah. So now let's start. So this drawing is for our teachers, obviously 4 of our teachers who we think are awesome.
Yeah.
So the words are awesome teachers, which is fitting.
Yup.
And we got this questionable reference that we edited, also questionably. And yeah,
I hope you enjoy my amazing.
I think there's a 5th guy who's
hand
gone
that
in that reference.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it was kind of hard, and
This is L sketching, by the way.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say. It was it's hard to try to capture people's likeness. It was real hard.
Like real life.
Yeah, so I was creepily looking at their yearbook pictures.
Don't worry
to make
about
sure it looked like them. And I forgot why I did this. That's gone. And then after doing my really rough sketch, I enlarged it, and then I'm gonna start going over it. Yeah, and then that's my usual process. I'll do a really thick rough sketch, and then when I feel like the proportions are okay, I'll start going over it with a thicker cleaner sketch. Yeah, and kind of proud of myself for these hands.
Yeah. And okay, by the way, so the teacher that has the hand sign holding up, so that in sign language means I love you.
It was so, adorable.
Yeah, and then she knows cool random sign language things, so that's why we did that.
Yeah, and I kind of didn't know what clothes to make them wear, so I kind of gave it to Elle.
Yeah, it's okay though.
Yeah,
that was my contribution to the piece.
Yeah. So there's this teacher. I noticed that she has way more eyelashes than the other teachers, but whatever.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know. I never really thought about this in real life, but when I was looking at the pictures of teachers, I'm like, oh my god, people have really different eyebrow shapes. Some people have really thin eyebrows, and some people have really thick eyebrows, and they're on different places on people's heads. Some are closer to their eyes, and some are not, and it was wild. This guy, he has thick eyebrows. Not that that's a bad thing. I never noticed, because I always, when I'm drawing normal characters, the eyebrows always look the same. Oh, dude, I was proud of myself on this hand.
Yeah.
Good job, me.
No, I'm impressed with a lot of your hands. That front-facing hand, for the wave, I was like, dang, that would have taken me a while.
One. So he's holding this flying pig because he's our physics teacher, and he had this flying pig he got. And I was lucky enough to be able to find it on Amazon, so I kind of just traced it because I didn't want to draw it on my own. I was like, it's not worth it.
Yeah. Here's our daily encouragement.
Yep. So now it's Kay's turn.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just doing line art. I'm basically just tracing Elle's thing and adding some extra details every once in a while. You're gonna see here that we realized that the hair for this teacher was a little bit too big, because
on the left side it was much bigger than the right side.
Yeah, so then I shrink it, and then at one point I think because Elle was like, no more, and I was like, oh okay, but
and
then I overshrink it,
and then I didn't notice until I kept looking at it. I'm like, oh, her hair's flat.
Yeah. Oh, I also changed the glasses shape to be more accurate to real life.
Yeah.
Here I am.
She probably sent it to me does this look okay? And I was like, no, the hair is too big.
Okay. And then doing the necklace and the hand. I was actually kind of fearful to line art the hand because I don't know. Line arting hands is kind of scary, but then it was fine and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because my sketch was just that awesome.
Yeah. And then for the clothes, I creepily stared at their clothing in class and was like, okay, they wear this. Yes, I will remember the details.
Yeah, well, I was creepily staring and noticed that she had a necklace in the first place that she always wore. So I was like, yes, I'm gonna get that. Yes.
And then we got anxiety because she has it in 2 different colors.
Yeah, because when we gave it to them after we finished drawing, I noticed that she was wearing the necklace, but the one we draw in here is pink, but the one she was wearing was orange, and I'm like, oh my god. I didn't see it wrong, did I? But no, she has 2.
Yeah. Okay, here's the next teacher. I think she pretty much stays the same. I just add more detail to her hair.
This teacher is kind of known for having a very deadpan expression.
Which is why she's the only one not smiling.
Yes, and she's also getting her morning coffee or whatever.
She has this like coffee machine in her classroom, and like whenever you walk in, it smells like coffee. It smells so good.
Yeah. I think people have gone in there to ask her for like creamer and stuff before. But yeah, the light has left her eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for this one, we don't have a class with her anymore, so we couldn't really creepily stare at her clothing.
Yeah.
But so I just used the clothes that she wore in her yearbook picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's kind of creepy, but I feel like that's the least creepy way to know what they look like, you know?
Yeah.
Like their yearbook picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, but oh my god, every single teacher changed their hair from their yearbook picture. I was like, why?
Like, okay, the only male teacher that's in this, his hair in his yearbook picture is like
really short.
Really
like
short.
he had just gotten a haircut. And then the pink one, her hair, like we found out she straightened it like every day.
And she used to have like really long hair too.
Yeah.
But her hair is so pretty.
But her hair is curly, so when it's not straightened, obviously.
Yeah.
So we were like, no, the curly hair is awesome. So, but
in
her yearbook picture, it was straight. And then the teacher holding the coffee, she like recently got highlights in her hair, which wasn't in the yearbook, or like different kinds of highlights.
And we like walked by her classroom and like saw, and we were like, oh,
it's different. And then the teacher with the hand symbol, she got different bangs from her yearbook picture.
Yeah.
So I was like, confusion?
The struggle.
Yeah.
Okay, for this teacher, I think I was like, oh, her eyes they're a little too big. So they slowly get like shrunk and then like moved around her face as I'm like, now they look a little lopsided. And
yeah, when I was looking at my sketch, I realized that like it was kind of not proportionate because I think her mouth was like too low and it looked like her chin had disappeared. But yeah.
Oh, okay, so for this teacher's hair, we don't normally do like any kind of curly hair, and so I was like super determined to do like pretty curly hair, and like in the end product, I'm really proud of what I did for the liner.
It actually looks curly and there's actual shapes instead of just squiggle, 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 squiggle. And like her hair part is visible. I'm proud of my sketch for her hair too.
Yeah.
I think it was a good base for you.
It was. I like followed all the shapes. I was like, oh, this is so helpful.
Oh my god, it's working.
Oh my gosh.
Just split it up into smaller sections.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That one strand of hair that you're sketching at the moment, it gave me joy. That like really big strand.
Yeah. So I'm doing that.
Curly hair is hard.
Yeah. Also, side note, a little bit tragic, but like the male teacher, so he had like fluffy-ish hair because it had grown out, and then when we gave it to him, literally the day we gave it to him, he had just gotten his hair cut, so it was like, short again.
Oh, the yearbook picture was accurate.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I
think the male teacher looks the least like him.
Yeah. He also like looks like a good couple years younger.
They all look younger, but especially him.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's the style.
And here is Kay completely changing the clothes because I didn't know what clothes to give her when I was sketching.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
A beautiful denim jacket.
Yes. And then I think it was the left side, but I could be wrong. It might be the right side, but I struggled on one of the sides for a little bit because I was like, oh, how does the jacket line up? And then I like had to move it a couple times.
I think it looks nice, man.
Yay.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then this one teacher, like with the denim jacket, she's like our government teacher, and she has these like cute little pins on her jacket, so I end up adding those later. Also, side note, Elle, like, okay, when for the clothes she kind of just like put random ones that she thought the teachers might wear, and she like magically like got the striped shirt for our gov teacher, and it was like magically perfect because the next day she wore that shirt.
No, and when we gave it to her, she was wearing almost the exact outfit. I think the shirt was different, but he was wearing the jacket. And I was like, oh, it's perfect.
Yep, here's me like, oh, how to draw eyes, but I'm kind of surprised I didn't actually struggle that much on like most of their faces.
Yeah. Once again, because my sketch was just that awesome.
Yes, it was that awesome. I was like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah. And Kay has a habit of taking a really long time on faces. So
like
I'm glad
really
recently actually you haven't been taking that long on faces.
Proud of myself.
Yeah. But you know, when we do those like shorter time challenges, be like, hey, Kay, there's like 10 minutes left. And she's like, ooh, I just finished the face.
Yeah. I'm like, ooh, uh-oh. Time to go super fast speed.
Yes. And then she added a hoodie for him that looked more accurate than what I drew. And then you were like, ooh, Elle, you drew such a beautiful hand for me. I can just trace it.
Yeah. I was like, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. This adorable pig.
Yes. With its adorable wings. It makes a sound too when it like flaps its wings.
Aww.
And you're like, oh my god, Elle, your hair is so good. I can just trace it.
Awesome. Let's go. There's no way I could have done that on my own. It would have been such a struggle. I would have totally over detailed it.
I think it looks good the way you did it.
Yay. And then here I'm doing the flats for Elle.
Yeah, so I think first you're doing like a silhouette for each teacher. So like they stay in their own teacher bubble. I can't speak.
Yeah.
The pig.
The pig.
Her teacher's hair. Kind of satisfying.
Very. Oh, and then I was like, man, what skin tone are they?
I don't know why.
People aren't all like one skin tone.
No, it's so like it's like way too hard to choose the right skin tone for someone, and you're like, I get unreasonably worried that they'll look at their drawing and be like, my skin's not that color, and then oh no.
And like there's some people, it's like the same color, but like they have like either
different
like
undertones in their skin,
and it's like what?
Because some people are on like the cooler side, like yellower side, and other people are like a little redder.
Oh, here's my encouragement.
My encouragement.
Yeah.
Oh, I struggled with this shading a lot. I did the teacher with the denim jacket first, and that didn't go so badly, but ooh,
luscious lips.
Luscious lips. I said that was not the way.
Maybe
and I
not
said
that bright.
this one was also not the way, and I just slowly blended it away and made it lighter and lighter. Yeah. This shading was really simple because there's no like strong light source or anything, but it was really hard for some reason. I don't know why.
I mean, to be fair, they are like slightly more realistic.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
And like I really wanted it to look like them. So that made me more anxious because I would like look at an actual picture of them and be like, it doesn't look right. Yeah. Okay, so I was like, wow, that teacher went okay. On to the next teacher. Spends like 10 years. not actually. So I changed her mouth, as you can see, because I was like, it's lopsided, so I changed it. But then much later, I realized it looks weird. She looks like a clown. She stays looking like a clown for like the entire time until I go back and I add back the old mouth. Like, I don't know, something about like the pink lips and her really big smile. It looked really weird, and I'm like, it doesn't look right. And then I noticed, obviously, when you smile really wide, you can see your gums and not just your teeth. And I was like, oh, but I don't know how to draw gums. What do I do? And I ended up not drawing them. But I think because her smile is so wide now, it just looks weird. Like if there were gums that we knew how to draw, it would probably look better. But
if it makes you feel better though, in real life, people are technically aren't like perfectly symmetrical.
Yeah,
so trust,
yeah.
that's why.
Yeah. But like I don't know, it had looked strange to me, so I tried to change it, but I didn't like it. So I was like, oh, I can't do this teacher. So I moved on to the male teacher. I think my favorite shading is on the pig. It's cute. It's adorable, and it took me a very short time,
the
which
little
is awesome.
shine on his butt.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, other question for everyone watching: why do artists always make the light come from the left? Question.
That's a great question.
Yeah. Yeah, and I saw that the teacher got new highlights, so I added those. And the drawing is done, and at some point I didn't really see when it happened. I added the old mouth back, and yeah, and then after that I struggled to use the printer, and I printed it out on photo paper, and
we gave it to
them. We gave it to the
Yeah.
teachers, and they all really liked it. One teacher even put it on her wall and like framed it.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Made us very happy.
Yes, so this drawing and the last drawing we did was two like feel good, wholesome drawings.
Yeah, of like people in our real life. And
we were like, we'll draw like simpler, not a super hard pose. Trust, it won't take that long. It took a really long time.
It's each other with 4 people each.
Yeah, the drawings are like, oh my god, it's raining real hard.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
yeah.
this made us very happy.
Yeah,
and
I think you did a really good job on the teacher
I think you did
shading.
a really good time on the line art too. And it made us very happy when we gave it to them. And I think it made them happy too. So we hope you enjoyed this drawing that we called Awesome Teachers because these are awesome teachers. Yeah, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Thanks for watching.